Hey dudes, these are bunched Manitoba spray-free beets, and I'm going to tell you all about them. So it's usually the root at the bottom that we eat, but when the farmers plant a row of beets, they plant them very thickly, and they need to be thinned in the season, so they pull them out. Bunching beets is incredibly labor intensive, so is bunching carrots. So I know that it breaks farmers' hearts. If you choose these at the store or at the farmer's market, then you bring them to the front and you ask for the tops to be cut off. I mean, if you ask us to cut the tops off, we will for you, but just realize you're breaking a farmer's heart while you do it. Why is that? Because this is all edible. It's just like Swiss chard. So you can eat the beet greens, and at this time of year, they are beautiful. Beet greens taste like Swiss chard or spinach a little bit. They're more malleable than a collard is, so you can also use them to wrap things up. So you put a little bit of seasoned rice in there and you can roll it up like you would in a grape leaf, or instead of you can also use it to make an early season kind of cabbage roll. So instead of using a cabbage leaf, you can wrap your filling in a beet leaf. You can chop it up and use it in a salad, you can stir fry it, you can put it in the bottom of a bowl of soup, all of those good things. The stems are edible as well, and they're just such a gorgeous color. So you can turn those into a quick pickle. You can chop the leaf off and then use this portion in a stir fry like you would a chard stem. So there's lots of different things you can do with it. So because the rainy is a little weather today, because the rainy is a little weather, I think you should make beet borscht today. So you'd use the bottoms, make a soup stock, put the beets in it, get your other ingredients in there, and then at the end, chop up the tops. I'm getting my beets ready for borscht, and because they're so young and tender, I've made the drastic choice to not peel them. I'll let you know how that goes. I am finding that there's a little bit of mud just in this section here, so I'm chopping the beet off right there, and then chopping right here, discarding this. I am getting my beets ready for borscht, and because the beets are so young and tender, I've decided not to peel them, so I'll let you know how that goes. I found that there was a little bit of mud just in this section here where the beet meets the green top, so I've chopped it. I've just cut right here and here, discarded that little middle bit, and I'll be putting this into the borscht as well as the beet. Just look at that color. Honestly, fresh beets once they're chopped up are just so gorgeous. So I've got some chicken stock that I had made up the other day. It's chicken stock with a whole bunch of parsley and chicken in it, and so that I'll be starting as my stock. So I am just popping the beets in there that were not peeled, so I'll let you know if that was a mistake or not later. So I've got my beets and my potatoes boiling up in there, and then as soon as the beets are a little bit soft, I'm going to start adding the beet leaves and the other soft things. I've got the stems of the beet leaves chopped up, and I'm going to put those in first because they'll take a little bit longer to cook than the beet leaves themselves. Mostly I find cooking is about nothing more than timing. Make sure things are cooked properly. I like my vegetables to have a little bit of firmness, a little bit al dente, so the beets aren't fully cooked yet, but I am putting the leaves in, and I'll put the dill in at the same time to keep the veggies a little bit crisp. So then I put in a chopped green onion, a bunch of chopped up garlic chives. You could also use garlic scapes, and the dill. And that's all I can put in because the pot is now full. And there we go. So that's my borscht. I like to cook the beet leaves and keep them bright green. And then I also fried up some of the farmer sausage that's in our cooler and chopped up. So I'm going to top soup with a little bit of that.